Yeah, but he seems like a great guy.
Heard that. I didn't see
Here,
it.
we got here, let me just we've got who are the intruders in the studio? And trust me, they look like intruders.
Taking over. We get nice digs here.
This is
though.
a beautiful
We
booth.
may actually take over if we can.
Yeah.
Hoping to move out of our lovely digs and into yours, if you wouldn't mind, Michael.
And what's with the Barry White voice over there?
yeah.
Okay,
No,
hey,
no.
I put that on. For
just so you know, that might work on the chicks, not working on me, pal. Okay, let's.
I got to listen to it every morning,
The
Michael.
reason that I have these wonderful young men, and you might recognize Craig Venn, longtime radio veteran, worked for years with not only myself, but John Derringer
sir.
for how many years?
11 years with Derringer.
Well, thus the drinking. And Mike Luck, who I met the other night for the first time.
Yeah.
But, boy, I'll tell you what, we've got something really exciting that we're announcing here on rawmikerichards.com, a great association with 94.9 The Rock out of Durham. We can say out of Oshawa, but the reality is it is a huge station here in Ontario. For those of you, because a lot of you listen to it, I know that. And it's sort of like, that 97.7 where they're not actually
Never heard of them.
in the GTA.
No, don't know.
But they boomed for all the other people that need to know across the country, and for those who are watching in the States. These two are the morning guys. They do a great job, and their station is wildly successful. And so we got together and thought, hey,
How can we take this?
Yeah.
I live out that way. So what's going to happen is a couple times a week, I'm going to jump on with the boys. And then otherwise, some of the material that we do here on rawmikerichards.com, even if we travel somewhere, just a lot of the stuff. We now have an official association with 94.9 The Rock. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen.
Thanks for joining us.
That is
Happy to have you.
It's exciting for me because Mike and I started together years ago, and I was just pushing the buttons and being yelled at by Mr. Richards.
You've been doing that for your entire career.
And he was one of the first guys who introduced me to, we do a little work, and then we go out and have some drinks.
Yeah, and now I've combined it. Look where we are.
That's right.
This is a dream come true for you.
The show is in a bar.
When you first said it, we didn't believe it, but
Yeah, look at that.
And they've got something called Ass Ale, which I'm looking forward to trying in a little
Well,
bit.
that's something that Rusty brought in. And I got to be honest. He can make it about once every 4 hours. So,
Okay.
yeah, you may not want that one.
So, we're looking forward to having you join us. Now, we're thinking Monday morning might be a nice start.
Monday would be very nice.
All right, we'll get in there and we'll just do like this. We'll just hang out and gab about whatever you want to talk about. Like we were talking about the dude from MSNBC earlier this morning.
Yes.
Not as good as the Bill O'Reilly rant.
No.
Doesn't come close to the.
No, and no one knows who this guy is. Not really.
No, not really.
Like, we're MSNBC. I don't even know what channel that's on.
No.
Is it a channel or is it online? Is it a channel? That was live television.
I think
right?
it's a network thing.
Mike, no one wants to hear your shit, okay? You're trying to impress so early, and it's really annoying.
Okay.
But I don't know where. It seems like where the smart people go.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, the very liberals.
Is it by, the channel I watch all the time? I don't know. It's called
Ex-hamster?
AHC, American Heroes Channel.
I've never seen this.
What is that?
Oh, it's nothing but Nazi hunters, Hitler. Anything you want to know about Hitler? Like you wonder about a mole by his wiener. This show has it.
Right.
Hitler had a mole on his wiener?
Well,
this is what you've learned?
Well, look. The things I take away from it, maybe other people saw other stuff. No, it was more about the invasion of Poland. Yeah, but
But he made the Volkswagen.
Get along with it. Wiener talk. Don't look there. Yeah. He talked like Colonel Klink. That's what happened on the show. But then mobster stuff and.
So you love the documentary kind of stuff.
Yeah, but usually when there's things blowing up and legs being chopped off, that's pretty much my show. I think that Larry or whatever his name is. What's a SOT? What is that? Is that a television thing? I don't know what it is. Dave should know.
No, I don't know at all. This is not the type of programming I remember you watching.
No, it's not.
No, it's a whole new improved, mature Mike Richards.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's Ron Jeremy is always my question. We got to get him on the show.
You should. Well,
He's still around.
We judged. Didn't we go to the Manor in Guelph or something and judge a stripper thing?
I was the MC at the House of Lancaster for the Miss House of Lancaster. Oh yeah, Jimmy Lang.
Yeah.
You remember that, right,
yeah.
Jimmy? Had the, as he called it, the Cash Palmer sports jacket on.
Wow.
It's a good look.
Well, we don't refer to it that anymore. Oopsie. But no, we did that, and no, we had a lot of fun. So we're gonna bring those days back.
I remember when we did this. I think we judged a stripper thing at at the manor. And I remember when we got there, the management took us upstairs and said, take this very seriously. There's a ton of dough on the line.
Because this was not me. This had to be Q107 then. This had to be Q.
So we get there, and they take us upstairs to the office, and they read us the riot act. Listen, I know it's fun, and blah, blah, the girls are strippers, but they spent a lot of money. They got a whole show of snakes and fire and ice. It's a whole thing. So really be serious when you're judging them, because like the ticket, the win was like $50,000 or something. And then they just start plying you with alcohol. So this is going to go well. And they give you a binder that's like a law book on all the rules and regulations. By the end, you're just like, great tits.
Yeah. Like I said, sometimes when we did the Miss House of Lancaster one time, I had to judge, and trust me, this is the day where guys from like Labatt reps were there, and all these and it was all. Oh, I had to hose down the pole all the time. I said, "Everyone, turn your heads."
Yeah.
Not you don't see this on Miss Universe, So we judge all these things, and you actually have to give all these numbers. So I'm trying to go, personality. 7.5. What am I doing? I know what I'm looking at, but it's not the personality.
Personality was part of this?
But yeah. Oh, no, it had everything. Presentation. There was this one Chinese girl, and she did this whole thing. It was like a warrior princess thing. She had all kinds of stuff. But no, I never liked her.
No.
I never liked this girl. It was very abrasive.
Right.
I'd be walking, you know how I was in the House of Lancaster. It was like my basement.
Hair flowing.
I just loved it, and it was like, hey, how you doing? She's like, what are you looking at? Leave me alone.
So a 2 on the personality.
Right.
I gave her zeros for everything.
How about the bundt cake? Did she make a nice bundt cake?
You don't want to be eating that cake, and don't go near the pie. But just when I'm back there, she makes this huge scene. I know you never liked me. You would say you give me zeros. You give me zeros because I'm Chinese. You're a racist. I go, I'm not a racist. You're a racist. Why you give me zeros? Because I fucking hate you. Okay. you're not attractive. You're really annoying.
Yeah.
And there's other things too.
I could be treated like this at home. I don't need to come here for this.
Look, I know that Hitler had a weird mole thing by his wiener, so I'm tough. I see details, and I don't like anything that you have.
And this is what we can expect on Rock Morning.
Yeah. This is
exactly.
The Rock,
minus the fox and the tits.
Yeah.
The 90-year-old man who owns the Rock. Hey, the volume. No. Talk about Shirley Temple.
You want to see engineers and programmers sprint until Monday morning.
Yeah.
Smoke comes off the transmitter.
Now, if we could, Michael, because we're very excited to have you joining us, and you're a big-time talent.
Oh, you got that right.
and so we spare no expense.
Right.
At 94.9
this is now.
So
no,
what
I'm
we have
getting,
for you.
You talked about ass ale. Now I'm getting
This is your signing bonus. If you wouldn't mind going through that.
I would.
Just,
should I go through it on air?
Yes, if you please do.
Well, let's start with,
listen, we
this.
We start off with the big. We like a baseball.
We like the baseball cap.
Only slightly worn. You're all right.
It's okay. So I've worn worse. I have a bottle
beer
thing,
cozy.
a beer cozy.
That's right.
Which will come in handy in about 8 seconds. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Rock sunglasses.
We went all out.
Oh, they're rock sunglasses.
We went all out.
They're not Ray-Bans.
Yeah. No, they're. No, I think sorry, but I think that Chinese girl, her family, her 4-year-old kids made that.
Right.
And then this is just, look at that.
You tell me, in all the radio stations you've worked for, has anybody gave you a signing bonus like this?
No one's giving me a signing bonus. Exit strategy. Oh, yeah. When things fall apart, I haven't even started yet. Assholes. Oh, this is, trust me, this is going to be, and so cool because this just really isn't done yet in this country where this kind of combination happens.
No, yeah, so we're going to be...
So God bless you for that.
This and back and forth, and we're loving the idea. I think it's going to be great.
This is going to be huge.
Until
Well, Craigie,
management says...
yeah, well, they're like, we thought this was a good idea.
This is a long-term idea. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
6 weeks later,
not so much.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Yeah. It's optimistic.
Yeah.
Did he just say Chinese girl? I think you can say Chinese girl.
Accent?
Yeah. Looking forward to it, boys. Thanks so much for coming all the way down here because I keep looking at the truck.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Soon
it's triple parked, but it's okay.
Soon it'll have Mike Richards' name on the back of it. That's right. Guarantee.
Where are all the eggs coming from?
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.